welcome back to the channel. I'm Rochelle and this is another episode of What Am I Sowing This Week? Week 12. So the first thing I'm going to be growing for week 12 is today, Sunday, March 13th, are a few more of my red canna lilies. Now, if you remember upstairs, I have growing 3 of the coral and 4 of the yellow cannas, and those are the shorter varieties, and those are the ones that I got from seed. And then I have the red cannas. Now these are my giant King Hubert, something like that. And these get to be like 6 to 8. I had some that were like 8, 9 feet tall last year. And I dig up the cannas every fall, and I'll have a video here. And it's a lot of work. And then you have to store them, and then you have to start them in the spring. And honestly, starting from seed is a lot easier. So I'm not gonna be growing a ton of them. Whoops. I know I have the half in here still, so I'm gonna put the half in my cup. There we go. That was from my experiment with nicking the seeds. So I'm only gonna probably be doing about 5 because I have a ton of tubers left, so I won't be short. But I'm really actually only growing these as an experiment to see if they get somewhat big enough for me to maybe think I don't need to dig up all my tubers every fall. We'll see. So I'm only going to be doing 5 of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're very rolly, as I learned last time. And I will link the video at the end of how I did the cannas. I found using the dog pruners and just peeling almost a little tiny bit of the coating off seemed to be the easiest and worked great for me. After making that video, I did hear about another method, and that was to use boiling water. So you can just put all your seeds in like a coffee cup or a mason, something that can hold boiling water. And you pour boiling water in for about 30 seconds. And then you dump it out, and then you put in regular water. And hopefully that hot water was enough to crack the seed coat. So I haven't tried that method, and I didn't really want to experiment with it because I really should have had these going a little bit sooner. I kind of got a little behind. I forgot I actually was going to start these sooner. So I'm just going to go and nick them again. It's called a stratification. Nope. Scarification. Scarifying? Yeah. It's called scarifying. And you just got to do it enough, just a little bit, until where you can see the white of the seed inside. And that's going to be enough to let the water penetrate and let it sprout. I'm being much more careful last time, because last time I did it, I was just like, and I like split it in half. If you haven't seen that video, what do you think the inside looks like? Because I show you the inside of it, and it's super cool. I was so surprised what the inside of a canna seed looks like. Dexter found his ball again, apparently. So that's it. I'm just gonna pour some water in this container and let them soak. They'll probably take about 3 or 4 days, and then hopefully by the end of this week, later on in this video, I will be potting these up into some soil. So that is it for today, for now, of what I'm planting starting this week. But stay tuned, because the rest of this video, just throughout the week as I start more seeds, I'm just going to be adding it on to the video, and it will be posted next week. So thank you so much for watching this part, and I'll see you next time. So next up, what I'm sowing this week is some anemones. So I grabbed these at the store. They look absolutely beautiful. I'm going to pre-sprout them. So to pre-sprout them, you just take them and you put them in some water. Okay? And you leave them in that water for, oh, there's another one in there. You let them soak in the water for a couple of hours. And some people say you're supposed to have running water continuously, bubbling it. I'm probably just going to set it in this bathroom by the sink. And just every time I walk by, I'll just kind of top it off and or swish the water around like that. And then I'm going to pre-sprout it in just a little bit of soil in this container and put it somewhere cold. So I will show you that when I do that. So here we are a few hours later, and here they are. They don't really look that much different than they did before. Not like the ranunculus and like swell up and all that. So I'm just going to dump them out onto my flyer, and I'm just going to go out into the garage and grab some potting mix, and I'm going to fill it up with some potting mix, and then we're going to plant these up. I just filled up my container with some moist potting mix. I'm going to put half of it over here for now, and I'm going to plant these. I think it's pointy side down. This one there's two pointy sides, so if in doubt, go sideways. But this is like where the stem of the flower was last year, so pointy side down. All right, and I'm just gonna cover them over. And these are gonna go into a cool, dark place. And I'll keep an eye on them. And we're just pre-sprouting so we can get some earlier blooms, and that's it. So you can just put a label on it and a date if you want, and throw it in a cool, dark place. Ranunculus are tucked in. Welcome back to another installment of my What Am I Sowing this week. Today is Friday, and I got some peppers that are ready to go into the soil. So if you remember, I put these into baggies earlier, and these are my New Mexico 6, my shishito, and my jalapeno. So I'm just going to start with the jalapeno because I have it on my label already, and we're just going to stick as many into the soil as I have seeds for. And today I'll be using my handy little pencil because a few of these have sprouted. They're a little long, so I'm just going to provide them with a little more room. Yeah. See, it's a little longer than it should be, but you know what? I should have put them in the soil yesterday. I had seen them that they were sprouting and I knew they needed to go in, but it was just such an absolutely beautiful day. We spent it outside of the park, so I was like, you know what? They're gonna have to wait another day. So I'm doing it first thing in the morning, and it's very difficult with one hand. So I'm probably gonna set this down again and see if I can I'm gonna need both hands for this. This is gonna work so much better. 2 hands. Pencil just to kind of squish it down in there. In a minute, I'm going to be starting all new peppers as well. I got a new batch of pepper seeds in the mail yesterday from a seed swap, so I'm excited to see what those are. Honestly, I'm not even sure what they are. My friend ordered them and was like, you need to grow these, so I'm like, all right. So I'm trading her some of my flower seeds and a few other things, so I will have to do some research on the ones that she sent me because I can't remember what they were. They have some really fun names, so I'll show you those in a minute. I can't even pronounce them. Okay, I have 2 extra and I don't want to take up a whole other row, so I'm going to just pop these 2 in with 2 of the others that hadn't sprouted yet, and then I will prune those off if they need to. I will choose the best one. Now these all germinated. And these are the New Mexico 6 seeds from the Superior Gardener. And I had 100% germination rate on those, so that's awesome. Thanks, Lindsay. I will link her seed shop down below. She is here in Ontario, but farther east of me. And she offers $5 flat rate shipping in Canada and $8 in the US, which I think is absolutely amazing. So we only did these 2 here. This is confusing. So I have 2 here, I have 3 on this row, I have 5 here, and this is the New Mexico 6. Hopefully I'll be able to tell them apart because they're very different looking plants. So that's all that I'm going to be dropping in the soil right now. I'm going to mist these in, but then I'm going to be starting up some new seeds in these, so stay tuned. Okay, so I watered them in like I said I would, and I'm putting them in this little humidity dome, so that will keep them nice and moist and help them to continue sprouting and growing, because they do like to be in some humidity. And then these are the next round of pepper seeds that just came in the mail yesterday. So I don't even know how to pronounce half of these. Cheerio Roxa. There's Fidalgo Roxa. You gotta be kidding me. Chor Badzinski chili. And then these came with a sign that said must grow. These are the Agi Fantasy White. So very exciting, and I'm just going to drop these onto their respective little containers and wrap those up, and that's it for peppers this week. So those are those 5 varieties ready to go, but I did want to show you baby tomatoes. I've got lots and lots of baby tomatoes, so stay tuned for my next garden tour. You're going to get to see lots more of these babies. Today is Saturday, March 19th, and it is my last installment of What Am I Sowing this week, and that is going to be the sprouted canna lilies that I put into this container. I think, when did I do that? Monday? And they're looking pretty good, so we got to find a home for them. So the only soil blocks I have available right now are a few empty ones that were in this container with my tomatoes. And these tomatoes have gotten so tall they hardly fit on my rack anymore, so I'm going to have to be potting them up. So I have a few squares here along this side, and this is where I'm just going to be dropping my canna lilies. It's very awkward with the tomato plants in the way, and you want to make sure that the little, instead of sticking up like that, you want that to go down because that's the root. Okay, so you want to make sure that that goes down like that, and then you can just kind of cover it over. So these are the big red ones that get like 8 feet tall. So I only have a few that I started this year because I do have so many of the bulbs. That wraps up my planting.